Hello, everyone. This is Grace with GraceOnAJourneyChannelings. Welcome back to those of you that are faithful in reconnecting, and to those of you that are stepping in for your first time. I am really happy that you decided to give yourself a moment of self-reflection. And the reason why I say this is because when I do share these channelings, it's usually relating to looking inward, finding solutions, bettering ourselves. That is the goal, to grow by learning from your experiences and making better choices, in that being wise. So today's title is Expanding Your Territory. Expanding your territory. Now, that is not an easy task. And like you've heard so many times before, it's easier said than done. Or we're going to be exploring and with my channeling, I'm also going to be sharing the cards that are laid out in this spread for me to interpret for you. So I want to start by sharing an encouraging message that I received. And the message is overcoming difficulties, right? That's the first card. Overcoming difficulties. The worst is behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Now, if you needed any motivation today, God enough should motivate you to keep going. If you need to hear, you can do this, there goes your confirmation. Now, the next card I received is, I could just say interesting, but what is interesting? I prefer to say insightful. Okay? Sever vows of poverty. And I understand why I received this card, but I also would like to share the first times that this card showed up in a reading that I made for myself. I questioned it. I said, what is that about? Sever vows with poverty. What? Like, what connections do I have with poverty? I work for what I have, and I live below my means, and I make an effort to put aside for a day that might not be as plentiful. But as I self-examined, I do realize in order to people please, most of my life, I have been in the spirit of overgiving, right? That entails giving to those who are not deserving, giving to those who are not there for you. And to be quite frank, who will never be there for you, right? But a lot of us self-sacrifice. A lot of us want to see ourselves in our circles. So we feel like if I'm there for this person, then this person will be there for me. And what I've learned from personal experience is you are not the next individual. Everyone is different. Everyone has a backstory that you're not even aware of. People wear masks. People have agendas. But then I am reminded of the first card. The worst is behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. This is confirming what happened yesterday will remain yesterday. Today is a new day. And in this new day, we make better choices. In this new day, we do not position ourselves in conditions that leave us last. A lot of us are there nurturing others, supporting others, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and neglecting ourselves in that same instance. This is no longer accepted. Today, You will sever vows of poverty. You will practice self-care. You will assist after you have been taken care of. Those days of lending and you not having, sacrificing yourself and assisting others, whether it is financially, physically, spiritually, and I can explain further. Now, I'm going to be honest with you here. I am always honest. But I'm going to self-disclose. I've been in situations before where I assisted someone financially. And neglected important deadlines relating to bills that were due, relating to loans that were made, in the idea and the understanding, and most importantly, the illusion that if I have your back, you have my back. And no, that was not the case. That was a very hard lesson to learn. But then I am reminded the worst is behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. There is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Now, the card also shares, hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. I affirm that message for me.